Namaskaram students. Let us move on to the new chapter, that is trial balance. See, do you think that the ledger account postings are error free? If whether we are posting all the ledger, isn't it previous chapter we have seen about the ledger, whether we have posted all the entries, everything is error free. Practically speaking, that is, if it is not possible, we can't tally all the accounts. While we have to identify we have to find out the error through the trial balance. While preparing the trial balance, we can see the error, we can find out the error. So few errors it is not possible to disclose. So what are all the errors? Let us discuss later. So trial balance, if not, how do you make sure that the entries are correct? How can we make sure how the entries are correct? How can we come to the conclusion that the entries are correct? If both the debit and credit side totals are equal, then both the side we can get the balancing figure. So then we can see our accounts are correct, our balance are correct, and our entries and postings are correct. So what is today's topic is trial balance. What is trial balance? Trial balance is a statement containing total debit and credit balances, all the ledger account balances only we are going to write. Ledger account in the sense cash account. What is the balance? I have told no. Often I will specify the balance amount, and throughout all the 11 sums I have specified the balance. This is a balance amount, this is a total amount. Often I will say, why I said? Because too well versed in this chapter. So cash account 54,000 rupees previously we have seen, isn't it? 11th sum. Total amount also I have differentiated. So whatever the total we are casting, we are totaling, that is called a total amount. So this is a balance amount. Balance amount alone we are going to write in all the ledger. All the ledger means cash account, capital account, sales account, purchases account, like that it goes on. Then which date we are preparing this? As on 31st March, at a specific date we are going to prepare this statement. Why we are preparing this statement? For checking the arithmetical accuracy. What is mean by arithmetical accuracy? Whether we have posted correctly or not. Whether there is a casting. Casting means totaling. Is there any difference in the total? We can find out the mistake. Then what is the fundamental principle we have studied? Come to the fundamental principle. What is the fundamental principle? Double entry system of bookkeeping we have studied in the right from the beginning. So what the fundamental principle of bookkeeping is, that is double entry system of bookkeeping is that every debit has a corresponding and equal credit, and vice versa. Every credit has a equal and corresponding debit. So that only in the journal entry what we have written, cash account debtor 1,10,000 means capital account also there is a 1,10,000 only, isn't it? So that is called every debit has a corresponding credit, equal credit. Every credit has a corresponding equal debit. That is called double entry system of bookkeeping. So therefore, the total of the debit balance must be equal to the total of the credit balance. Then only we can derive total of the debit balance and the total of the credit balance will be equal. Then come to the next statement, which is such agreement between the total of the debit balance and the total of the credit balance takes place. It offers immediate and apparent proof of arithmetical accuracy. This is the because of arithmetical accuracy we are preparing this one. It is we are preparing on a particular day, already I have told you. At the same time, it should not be taken as a conclusive proof of arithmetical accuracy. This is not a conclusive proof. This is not a correct statement. For time being, we are preparing this. This is a basic for preparing the financial statement. After preparing the trial balance only, already you can recollect the trading accounting cycle. What we have done? Journal, ledger, trial balance. After that, what we are going to prepare? What the basic is trial balance. After the trial balance, we are going to prepare if there is any errors in the ledger account. we can find out the error. The next chapter is rectifying the errors. After rectification of the entry, then we have balanced, bring the balance, the credit balance and debit balance equal. After that, we are going to prepare the financial statement, that is trading, profit and loss account and balance sheet. So that three together we call it as a financial statement. So that only it is not a conclusive proof for accuracy. And next one, these three errors we can't disclose in the trial balance. Error of principal, sales account amount will be changed and written in the purchases account. So that is called error of principal. Compensating errors and complete omission. Both the purchases and credit, both the purchase and sales, both the one we have debit entry and credit entry we have omitted, forgot to write. In that case, these errors cannot be disclosed in the trial balance. And then this is the third stage. First stage what? Journal entry. Then ledger account. Based on the transaction, we have prepared the journal entry. Based on the journal entry, we have prepared the ledger. Based on the ledger, we are preparing the trial balance. And after it is not disclosed, is there any difference? That difference will be written in the, for time being, we will write the difference in the suspense account. Which side there is any difference? Debit side difference means we will write the debit side suspense account. What difference amount is coming, we will write it in the debit side. Or which side is total is it is reducing, that side we will write the suspense account. So next one, these errors are not disclosed. Though the trial balance can be prepared on any day, it is normally prepared at the end of the accounting period. Accounting period already you know. Which is accounting period? That is April 1st to March 31st, isn't it? So as on March 31st only we will prepare the trial balance. Then the preparation of trial balance is the third stage. Next, let us see about the need for the trial balance. Why we have to prepare the trial balance and what is the objectives to prepare the trial balance? What is the importance of trial balance? Let us know in the next class.